Welcome back to class 3117. I'm your instructor, Erica, and today we are doing a lower body dumbbell strength workout. This workout portion will consist of 11 different exercises, and there are no repeats. Yes, I know y'all love the no repeat workouts. I love the no repeat workouts. The only time you have to do something again is if it's a single leg exercise, and we have to do both legs, of course. The workout portion will consist of 40 seconds of work with 20 seconds of rest for you to transition to that next exercise. And if you need to pause and get longer than a 20-second rest, if you need to adjust your weights, if you have adjustable dumbbells, or you just need more rest time, don't be afraid to hit that pause button and then hit play once you feel ready for the next interval. This workout also includes your warm-up and your cool-down, so this is a complete workout. You don't need anything else after this. For your equipment today, we need dumbbells. Use what you have. If you have a variety, that's always best. This is a lower body workout, so we can work with heavier weights than what you normally work out with for upper body. I also challenge you to challenge yourself. By the time we get to the end of that 40-second interval, you want to be struggling a little bit. If it's still easy for you to go all the way through, then the weight you're using might be too light, and you'll need to think about using heavier weights next time you come back to this workout. Also, I do suggest using ankle weights for some of our exercises and resistance bands. You don't have to, but if you want to add that extra challenge throughout the workout, make sure you have those on deck and ready to use as well. That's all you need to know about today's workout. Let's equip ourselves for our God-given task. Are you ready for class today? Let's get started. Our first exercise is high knees. So stand tall. You can put your hands on your hips or leave them at your sides and bring those knees up. You can start at a lower position and gradually bring them higher throughout the interval. Bring those feet about hip width apart. You're going to hinge from the hips and lower down into a squat. Make sure to keep that chest up as you lower down. Also, if you can, get those thighs parallel with the floor when you come down. Bring your hands back to your hips, and we're going to step each leg out one at a time for side toe taps, alternating between the left and the right legs. Moving into good mornings, you're going to keep those feet about hip width apart, hands on your hips, and you're going to hinge from those hips and pushing that tailbone back, and you're going to keep your back flat as you lower down. You want your torso to be as close to parallel to the floor as you can, and also remember to keep a slight bend in those knees. Standing tall with our core engaged, we are going to alternate bringing our left heel to our left glute and our right heel to our right glute. Find you something that you can keep your balance with. Stand on that right leg, and we are going to swing the left leg back and forth in a controlled motion. Switch over to the other side and swing that right leg backwards and forward. Make sure that the movement is coming from the hip, your core is engaged, and that torso is steady. You can start low and gradually get higher as we progress through the interval. This next exercise is a bit of a balance challenge, so if you need to continue holding on to a wall or a chair, please make sure that you have that. Otherwise, we are going to make a circle with our legs, and we're going to alternate going backwards and then forward and then switching to the other leg. Still using our support for balance, we are going to come onto those toes, lifting the heel off the floor, and then bring our heel back down to the floor, lifting the toes off of the floor, alternating back and forth. Stand with your feet wider than shoulder width apart, hinge from the hips, and we are going to alternate tapping our right toe with the left hand and the left toe with the right hand. As we tap our toes, we are also rotating that torso. For the staggered deadlift exercise, you're going to bring that left leg in front. That right leg, you want your toe to be right at the heel of the left foot and hinge from the hip, keeping the back flat. Engage your core throughout all of these exercises, and as you raise back up, make sure you are driving through the heel of that left foot. Also, when you lower, make sure you are feeling that stretch in your hamstring. Same thing, other side. Bring that right leg in front, and you want the toe of the left foot right at the heel of the right foot. Lower down until you feel that stretch in your hamstring, keeping your back flat. Hold that dumbbell in front of your chest, and you're going to hinge from the hips, keeping your chest up and lower down as far as you can. Stand tall and step that right leg back, bending both the knees until that right knee is just above the ground, and return to your starting position. We are staying on the same side throughout this entire interval. Switch to your right leg in front. Bring the left leg back, bending both the knees until that left knee is just above the ground. Stand tall with your dumbbells to your side and come all the way up on those toes, lifting your heel all the way off of the ground. Slowly return back to the floor and repeat the exercise. Hold your dumbbell right at chest level, and just as in the warm-up, you want to hinge from your hip and keep your back neutral as you lower towards the floor. Get that torso as parallel to the floor as you can, have a slight bend in your knees, and then come back up. Stand tall and cross one foot diagonally behind the other. As you come down, you want to try to get both of those knees at about a 90-degree angle. Make sure that you're keeping your chest upright and your core engaged. For more of a glute focused lunge, you can hinge more at your hips instead of staying all the way upright. Bring your dumbbells to your sides, lift those toes off the ground, and you're going to walk back and forth for heel walks. Bring your dumbbells to shoulder level, those feet about hip width apart, and hinge from the hips and come down into a squat. As you raise up out of that squat, you're going to lift your left leg and then go back down into a squat and lift the right leg. If doing the fully extended leg raise is not something that you're able to do yet, you can come into a squat and simply do a side toe tap. Standing with your feet hip width apart, come into a mini squat, and we are going to take small steps to one side of our mat and then to the other. Make sure to keep the tension in your resistance band if you're using one. Lie down on your mat with your feet about hip width apart. Place that dumbbell on your hips comfortably. Tuck your pelvis upwards, engage your core, and begin to raise your glutes. Make sure you keep the tension in your resistance band as you lower and raise your glutes up. Also, keep a straight line from your knees all the way down to your shoulders. Coming onto all fours, you're going to extend that left leg behind you and draw a rainbow with that leg. You want to make sure that your core is engaged and that you're keeping it stable as well. Switching sides, make sure you do the same thing with your right leg. You're going to draw a rainbow or an arc with that foot, keeping that torso stable and squeezing your glutes. Coming into a seated position, cross that left leg over your right knee and bring your chest closer to your leg. The closer you bring it to the leg, the deeper of a stretch you will get. You can also add some ankle rolls here too to get some extra mobility in. Same thing on the right side. Turn over and come into a low lunge position with that left leg in front. You can also come down onto your elbows if you're able. Otherwise, you can stay up on those hands. Switch sides and come into a low lunge position with that right leg in front. Once again, you can stay on your hands or come down onto your elbows. Sit up tall and bring the bottoms of your feet together, and at the same time, pull those knees downward as far as you can. Lie down on your right side and grab that left foot and bring it up towards your glute and feel that stretch in your quad. You can kind of push that hip forward and you'll feel that quad muscle stretching. Switch over to the other side and bring that right foot up towards the right glute. Coming into a pike position, you're going to keep that left leg straight and rest the right leg on your left leg and make sure the heel of that left foot is off of the ground so you can feel that stretch in your calf. Switch sides, now resting that left leg on the right, making sure your right leg is straight and that right heel is off of the floor. Final stretch, come into a seated position with those legs extended in front of you. Keep your spine flat as you hinge forward. You're going to reach for those toes, but if you can't reach for your toes, it's okay if you can only get to your thighs or your knees or your ankles. Do what's comfortable for you at this time. Your knees can even have a bend in them if you need it. Great job, everybody, for completing that lower body dumbbell strength workout. Today, you built strength, you built muscle endurance, and we worked every major muscle group in that lower body. I hope you enjoyed today's workout. If you did, please make sure to leave me a comment. Let me know which exercise was your favorite. And also, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because God willing, I will have more workouts coming for you. Once again, pat yourself on the back for making it to this point, for completing that workout. Don't take it lightly that you took the time today to pull up on YouTube a workout for you to move your body, for you to take care of this temple that the Lord gave you to dwell in. That's all for today, and I look forward to seeing you in our next workout.